Let's talk about one of the biggest debates in investing right now. Is betting everything on the United States stock market the smartest play, or is it a trap set by our own short-term memory? A lot of investors are going all in on America, but in this explainer, we're going to dismantle that argument piece by piece using a century of data and some truly inescapable math.
Look, the fear of missing out on the S&P 500's incredible run is completely understandable. It's a powerful feeling. But letting that FOMO drive your investment decisions is a fundamental mistake, and it's exposing your portfolio to a kind of risk you simply do not need to be taking.
So, first things first, let's tackle this myth that the United States market is somehow destined to always be on top. History tells a very different, and frankly, a much more sobering story for anyone who's willing to look beyond the last few years. Now, this might surprise you, but for the majority of its recent, celebrated bull run, the United States wasn't even the world's best-performing market. That's right, from 2011 into early 2024, it was the Danish stock market that actually delivered superior returns. This single fact should cause anyone to seriously question a US-only strategy.
Okay, what happens if we zoom out even further? Well, the picture becomes even clearer. Between 2002 and 2024, Australia's markets soundly beat the United States. This is a classic case of recency bias, isn't it? We tend to believe that whatever happened yesterday is going to happen forever, but the data proves that is a very dangerous assumption.
And if we look at the most comprehensive data available, spanning over 120 years, the United States comes in third place. Third, it has trailed both Australia and South Africa in long-run returns. The key takeaway here is simple but profound. Yesterday's winner is by no means guaranteed to be tomorrow's.
All of this data leads us to the fatal flaw in any single country strategy. You simply cannot predict the future. History is just littered with dominant markets that later went stagnant for decades. Betting everything on one country is a bet that you can do what no one has ever done consistently, and that is to perfectly predict the future.
Now let's move from historical evidence to something even more powerful: mathematical certainty. The idea that a single market can outperform all others forever isn't just unlikely, it is a logical impossibility.
As of right now, the United States accounts for about 63% of the world's total public market capitalization. Just hold that number in your head, because it is the foundation for a very simple thought experiment that exposes the absurdity of the US-only argument.
Think about it. If the United States market were to outperform the rest of the world indefinitely, its share of the global market must, by definition, just keep growing. So that 63% would have to become 80%, then 90%, and ultimately, it would have to become 100% of the entire global market.
The implied conclusion here is that one country's companies would eventually have to absorb the entire economic output of the planet. This is the logical endpoint of the US-only thesis. So let me ask you, does that sound plausible? Of course not. No market can outperform the whole forever, because it simply cannot become larger than the whole.
So we've seen the historical problems and the mathematical problems with a US-only approach. But what if the US does keep winning for a while? Well, a truly intelligent global strategy is actually designed for that exact scenario.
You see, when you own a market cap-weighted global index fund, its internal mechanism does all the heavy lifting for you. If the US market continues to outperform, its weighting inside your portfolio automatically increases, so you capture that upside. And if the trend reverses, your international holdings automatically provide the hedge. It's a self-correcting system.
This self-adjusting system means the strategy works regardless of which market is leading. It removes that enormous pressure for you to be right, and it hedges you against the single greatest risk in investing: your own human fallibility.
The ultimate choice, therefore, isn't really between two different investments. It's between two distinct investment philosophies. One is built on strategic ownership, and the other is based on pure speculation.
Let's be very clear. Concentrating in a single country is a gamble. It's a bet on achieving a perfect outcome by trying to predict the future. Diversifying globally is a strategy. It's designed to achieve a good outcome by simply accepting the return of the entire market, whatever that may be.
And beyond all the math, this approach gives you a profound psychological edge. By owning everything, you automatically eliminate that fear of missing out, and you prevent the panic of being stuck in a loser. Your financial plan becomes robust, and, just as importantly, you can finally stop trying to outguess the market.
A rational investor understands this core truth. The pursuit of a perfect, but ultimately unknowable outcome often leads to a poor one.
A good, sound, and sustainable strategy is mathematically and psychologically superior to a gamble on perfection every single time. Now, for a quick but very important disclaimer. This explainer is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not financial advice, and you should never make an investment decision based solely on its content. Please do not base your financial decisions on information that you see on social media, and that includes from us. Personal finance is complex and unique to you, so please speak with a qualified financial professional for advice that's tailored to your situation.
If you found this analysis valuable, we would appreciate it if you clicked like and subscribe to Finbot Insights for more data-driven content like this. Thank you for your time.